Hello, this is Gail with Beaded Jewelry Diva. Today we are going to learn how to set Rivolis in some prong settings. This is probably a whole lot easier than you may think it is. It's also kind of fun to do them. So we're going to go ahead and use these in future project videos. So if you think you might want to do some projects with some bling, you might want to learn how to do these. So before we get started, if you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you don't already subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do so. Commercial over. Let's go ahead and see what it takes to make these. What you're going to need is as follows. You will need some Rivoli beads. This one is a 16 millimeter, and again, the Rivolis have a pointed back. So it's not like flat back or anything like that. But I'm using a 16 millimeter here, and I'm using a 14 millimeter here. You will need some of the findings to go ahead and set your Rivolis. You can find these online now. It used to be that they were hard to find, but these days I've been finding them all over the place. So you'll need some that match the diameter of your Rivoli. So I've got a 16 millimeter here, and I've got a 14 millimeter here. Now, if you have a prong setter tool, then go ahead and use it. I'm going to use it to demo the first one because it's black and it shows up better on camera. But you can also use the back of a spoon if you don't have a prong setter. So here we have our Rivoli, and here we have our setting. And again, you can see that we've got prongs on it. And these prongs are going to be what holds in the Rivoli, obviously. So I've got the stone, and I'm going to just set it in there. And usually they set in pretty evenly, but you could get them so that they come in kind of wonky. Just, play around with it until you've got it set in so that it's flat. All right, so you see how the prongs are now sitting above the stone? These are what we've got to push down. So I'm going to take my prong setter, and I may not be using this the way it's intended, but this is the way I do it. I take it, and you can see, let's see if I can get a better angle on it. You can see how, let's see. You can see how I've got it up against the prong setter. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently bend it in. And I'm only going to bend it part way. So just a little bit of a bend. Then I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to go to the one that's directly opposite. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bend it back down just a little bit. And when we work opposite like this, it helps to go ahead and center your stone in the setting. I'm going to turn it just a little bit. I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to bend it down just a hair, going to the one directly opposite, and once again I'm going to bend it down just a little bit. Alright, so they're pretty much all set. Take a look, make sure that it's all pretty even all the way around, and once you've done that, you're going to go back and you're going to set it even more. So you're going to squeeze it down even farther. Obviously, you're going to do the same thing on each side. You're going to move to the opposite side each time. So working opposites first. Double check that everything still looks okay. And then for our last bit, we're just going to bend it all the way down. And once again, working opposites. So it looks like this. Now, if you see any of them that aren't quite bent down enough, just go back and bend them down a little bit more. So you can see this one didn't quite make it. So, and there you go. And like I said, just go around and manipulate it a little bit more if you see that anything is still kind of up there. That's how you do it with a prong setting stone or prong setting tool. So let's see how you do it with the back of a spoon. Alright, so I've got it pretty much set up. So I'm going to hold it again so that hopefully it does not move. I'm going to take the back of my spoon and I'm going to use this. Now the backs of spoons will tend to slip a bit more than the prong setting tool, which is another reason I like using the prong setting tool more. But in a pinch, hey, this works. Now you could probably also use a knife, like a butter knife or something. I kind of like this because if I have to, I've got a little bit more of a curve in the back. But you know, use whatever is good for you, and just keep doing it the way I showed you how to do it with the prong setting pliers. Just work on opposite sides, bend it down a little bit at a time, and you've got yourself a nice little set stone. And like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be using these in future projects, so you might want to, if you think you might be interested in these, go ahead and get yourself some Rivolis and some settings. If for whatever reason you want to use these and you think, oh gee, that's nice, but I really don't want to bother doing it by myself, go on Etsy, go on eBay, and you will see some people who are selling them already set. So I hope that you've enjoyed this little tutorial today. If you have, give it a thumbs up. This is Gail saying goodbye for now, and happy stone setting. Bye.